Welcome back to the news today. This is One-on-One. Zouheir Bahloul is one of the most well-known figures of the Arab-Israeli community. He's a journalist, author, and for more than 30 years, he was also one of Israel's top football commentators. He's still one of Israel's top commentators. Mr. Zouheir Bahloul, thank you very much for coming to our studio.
Hi, Lucy.
You know, the last column that you wrote was, "I'm sick of being an Arab."
Yes, I feel so tired.
Are you really sick of being an Arab in Israel?
Yes. It's, you know, my feeling exploded at that time because of the bad reality and bad scene in our life because...
especially during Operation Protective Edge.
During the war, during the operation, you know, we are guilty. It's my fault. It's my charge. In charge. I am behind the war. I send the rockets to Tel Aviv. My people is guilty, and so on and so forth. They send us to the gas box, and they said to kill to the Arab people, and so on and so forth. You know, during 7 or 8 minutes, I wrote my article at that time because
7 or 8 minutes.
Yes, only it's the fast article I wrote on my life because I felt so bad, so worse at that time.
You know, it's not easy being an Israeli Arab in Israel.
It's a very sublematic definition, you know.
It's, you know, yeah, because
it's very difficult.
You're saying to someone Israeli Arab, and he will say, okay, you're hurting me because I'm not an Israeli Arab, I'm a Palestinian living in Israel, or I'm a Palestinian Israeli, or Israeli Palestinian, or what am I? I'm Arab, part of the Palestinians, or... It's not easy being an Arab in Israel. It's not easy because you have to try to be okay with your own society, the society that you're originally coming from, which is the Arab society. You're trying to be okay with the society that you're living within, which is the Israeli Jewish society. And you don't know where to put yourself. Should we try to be okay with everyone? Should we try to go through the dots of the rain?
You know, Lucy, I expect from the public of Israel with the Jewish brain to recognize my complicated identify. I am also a Palestinian and Arab of my definition, and I am also Israeli. I want to make my Israeli identify more stronger, but the other side didn't engage me every time, and I think at least I feel with this very bad because the other side deny my needs and deny my reality, and it's very sad for me.
Why is that, do you think? Why is that, do you think, that the other side is denying, the other side is not accepting? Although you are maybe one of the most well-known figures that was able to get into the heart of the Israeli Jewish consensus. You talked to the Israeli Jewish consensus each and every day, especially when you talked and spoke sport. Why is that?
It's not personal issue at all. It's not, definitely it's not a personal issue, because I achieved my dreams in the public of in the Israeli public. I broadcasted the most events in the sport stage, the Olympics games, the Mondial, and so on and so forth, the national team of Israel and Maccabi Tel Aviv basketball, and everything. I was in the top of the world at that time, but it's not enough. It's not enough because my community is in a bad situation every time.
Exactly what I want. You're saying in a bad situation because I'm trying to understand, maybe, not maybe, we have to blame ourselves as well as part of the Arab community in Israel, because we are doing also something wrong. It cannot be that we can blame only the Israeli Jews for all our problems, because we have a lot of problems in the Arab society in Israel.
But you should believe that we did our best effort during the years since 1948 till now. We became citizens with a very, very discipline in our behavior in this country. 99% of our people never did anything against the security of Israel. We are so disciplined minority in Israel, and I think we did our role in this term. But you are right. Sometimes we should look to the mirror in order to criticize our behavior sometimes, and we do that. But on the other side, the authority is not in my hand. The authority, صلاحيات. The authority
Yes.
is in the section, in the other section, with the Jews, with the authority, with the ministers of Israel, and so on and so forth. I haven't the needs in order to do that.
I agree with you with what you're saying, but you know, sometimes when I look at the Israeli society, specifically at the Israeli Jewish society, and I see the divisions in the Israeli Jewish society, Sephardi and Ashkenazi. I see the behavior towards the Ethiopian community. I see the behavior between the division between Orthodox and secular. I see that the Israeli Jewish community is so divided among itself that it cannot even start maybe understand Arabs. It cannot understand other minorities if they are not living in peace with themselves. And maybe in one way or another, the Arabs who are living in Israel, the Israeli Arab society, is not in peace with itself. It's also divided. It's also not able to understand the process that it is going through inside the Israeli society.
But on the other side, you should remind yourself that the map of the Israeli society is pluralistic in the demographic term. The Israeli society, yes, it should be, because
it should be,
because more than 100, I think, languages in this country the people speaking. There is more than 80 or 90 Jewish people came from
different nationalities.
Of course, and this is the reason that I am expecting the Israeli to deal with the Arab people honesty, with the rights, with the equal rights in Israel. And you cannot convince me in your question that this is an reversal issue. It is a clearly reversal issue. We can do something if in the other side, the majority side, there is a goodwill.
You know, sports is supposed to reconnect people. Football is supposed to be a game that there shouldn't be any difference between religions. But
there's not yet the pure scene now in the field.
It's not.
The racism getting inside the sport activities.
When you are going and you're broadcasting a game of, let's say, one of the teams that, the well-known teams is the Beitar Jerusalem, and we know that the fans of this team are not so tolerant. How do you feel?
The incitement getting inside, deeply inside the sport sector, the sport section, unfortunately, for me, this is a threat. Definitely, it is a threat because it is the pure scene, should be the pure scene. For example, by the way, the sport is the most stage that the Arab and the Jewish cooperate together, shoulder by shoulder and heart by heart. There is no team in Israel without Beitar Jerusalem, without coexistent players. Jews beside Arab.
I just want you in one word, because we have only 30 seconds, and I promise that this interview will be optimistic. Are you optimistic?
No.
You're not?
I am desperate recently, unfortunately, Lucy. I am so desperate.
Don't be. There is a future. Zouheir Bahloul, thank you very much for coming to our studio. Thank you, our viewers, for being with us tonight. Tomorrow we'll be here, same time, same place, from the Jaffa Port. Have a great day.